Hey guys, welcome to 2019, the start of a new year. Um, I have been, I've not been making videos as often as I would have liked to because I've been really busy. But here I am, and what I thought we'd start the year off with is to show you what's been going on. So I'm just going to do a little tour and show you what's come in, what's changed, what's been completed, and what the nursery looks like thus far. So take a look at this. So we'll start at the grow house. Okay, let's go inside. So we've got hordes and hordes of little bromeliads, young ones, of varying species. They've got their little labels right there, and the dates that they were sown and all of that sort of technical stuff. But other than that, everything is pretty much okay. I think we've had, the temperature's been a bit insane, so I've learned a lot about this actual room over this period. I mean, look at that granada, it's just completely almost incinerated. And then these are all just young bromeliads, and orchids and things that have been either neglected due to other activities and the like. And then my little pride and joys, I brought this one here because the cats kept knocking it over, the Sabrina. And then we've got some beautiful Catopsis flowering. It's been flowering for a while now. The Pteoensis acmea, and then all of the Tillandsias. There are quite a few gaps because a lot of the plants have been sold. I've had to take a lot of my plants home because Will kept selling all of them. But all in all, this room is... all of the new plants are very healthy, all the things I've just brought in. I mean, look at these. These are Acmea rubens, combination of Rubens and Blanchettiana growing together. There's some Granadas, and what else is there? Acmea racini, Blanchettianas. These are Frisia carinatas and guttata, and some Acmea fasciata, and then some alcantarias, and then just tons more. I could go on forever. And then our little tree tomato, which is very beautiful, actually has some tomatoes right there, some tree tomatoes. So that's what they look like right there, and they're delicious. And this section over here, we've boxed it all up and put in a bit of a wall there with the step, which I built myself, DIY, Mr. DIY. The tanks are all connected, so those tanks and that one are connected to one another, which the pump draws the water out of those tanks and puts it into the holding tank around the corner. This is the house that we built. I don't know if you remember, like episode 1 or 2 or 3. This was all something very different and now it's filled with lovely luscious bromeliads. Young ones which I grew from seed, and bird's nest ferns from spore, old man's beard or princess's hair against the wall. Yeah, and then we've got a little succulent and cacti table. So these are some pedros and peyote cactuses, crematart, which is the, I just love that word in Afrikaans, it is the baobab. They're 2 years old, and quite a few different kinds of succulents and cacti. And then here we've got the puyas, quite a few different types of puyas. I'm just glad that the sun has sort of been, apparently we've got rain coming, so that's awesome. And then we've got some Nepenthes pitcher plants, which are really beautiful with their nice pitchers, and Benrathias, and then 2 whole trays of indigenous sphagnum moss. And then these guys are Nepenthes. And this is the carnivorous plant table. So we've got some Sarracenias, small and tall, Drosseras, Sarracenia purpureas, more Nepenthes, a couple of different kinds of Drosseras, and the infamous Venus flytrap. And then some of my own hybrids around this end, just kind of kicking into gear. Let's see what they produce, what they turn into. Yeah, and these are my babies. And in the very corner in the shade are the guzmanias, which I have been reluctant to bring them all down here because it's still quite hot. There isn't enough shade yet. So, let's take you to the rest of the garden. So that's Kinwal working over there. He's clearing this whole section now. If you remember, the green tank stood over here. There's the tap. The tank has been moved, and it's the holding tank now. And those are the banana palms that have been put in. This whole section has been... We decided not to do the pond because it's too expensive right now. We've got a beautiful papaya, which is flowering, and a giant cutting of a tree, a truncheon, which I took and is growing really nicely. It's got all of its leaves up there, which is really stunning. And the courtyard is kind of coming along. So we need some rain. You can see the water level is quite low. I fill it every couple of days, but yeah. Blanchettianas, some of them have been taking quite a beating at the intense sunlight, but they're not, I mean, they're not severely damaged. This is a beautiful Platycerum vichii, Rolandianas, and a tiny little Neo on the side there. What else is there? Our little herb box, which we're going to take these blueberries and plant them out next week. So right back there with the buckies, that's going to be the fruit patch. Polka dot plants. And this is the inside of the other house, which we finally completed. So the water lines are in, everything is where it should be, and we've got some keurboom, lemongrass, some indigenous tree species, Sparmania, we've got goji berries, broom cluster figs, Washingtonia palms, clivias, Plectranthus cyclonii, a couple of different kinds of Plectranthus, some herbs, some Selaginella. I love that name. I just love saying it. Selaginella. And then this is going to be a medicinal garden, so you can see that I'm still busy working on it. and I just want to showcase South African, the Western Cape's medicinal plants, you know, all along the coast and even inland, as far afield as my grubby little paws can get a hold of plants, is what we're gonna put into this little garden. We've got some wilde dagga, which is Leonotus leonuris, and some Artemisia, 2 different kinds. We've got an aloe, ferox, and a couple of different geraniums. The centerpiece plant is an agapanthus, which, as common as it may be, represents fertility and womanhood. So that's to say thanks to Mama. And yeah, we're going to put some information boards in here so you can come and touch, feel, break, smell, taste all of the different plants and read a little bit about their uses. And then the shop. So we've got that, which is where we keep our mediums, growing mediums, and we've got I never remember this plant's name, closed carbon cycle. That's all I remember about it. Elephants love it. It's edible, and it is, I'll put the name up. And then finally, this is Will's vegetable garden. So we've got some Indian corn. I can't wait to see what they're going to look like, because apparently they're blue and purple. And we got this from a YouTuber, someone who, a subscriber to our channel, but also a really good friend, who sent us a box of seed, which is really cool. And a lot of these things are in this garden here. So we've got multicolored spinach and turmeric, ginger, horseradish, lemongrass, beetroot, a few different kinds of lettuces, strawberries, garlic, cabbage, a few different kinds of tomatoes, and then herbs like oregano and rocket, and carrots are also on the rise, and also the asparagus, and then obviously pollinated plants in between, so nasturtiums and marigolds and peas, which I've eaten some of, and that's so delicious. So all in all, that is our nursery now. That's what we've done, guys. I feel okay about it. Always wish you could do more, but hey, this is what we've done, and I'm proud of it. So yeah, if you are to, please let us know, because you know it's always a nice thing to know that what you're doing is really good. And if you like this video and you have some ideas or you'd like to see more, subscribe to our channel. And other than that, have yourselves a good, amazing week. Until next time, adios.